Good morning, students. Let's see the sea breeze. Now, what happens in sea breeze as the sun gives us heat? So, during daytime, what happens? The land absorbs heat faster than water bodies. Okay, faster than water. Land absorbs land absorbs heat faster than water, or we can say that land gets heat up faster than water. So the air which is present above the air which is present over here, that moves upward. Okay, that becomes hot. The air, when the land gets heat up, then what happens? The air above the land becomes hot, so that hot air moves upward. Okay, moves upward, and the cold air above the water bodies, that moves from water to land, that moves water to land just to take place of hot air. Okay, so the movement of air from water to land is sea breeze. Then what is land breeze? Now let's see what is land breeze. In land breeze, what happens? As the land gets cooled down faster than water, faster than water. As in sea breeze, what happens? Land gets hotter, land gets heat up faster than the water or the sea. So in this land breeze, what happens? Land gets cooled down faster than water during night. At night, what happens? जो land है हमारी, that gets cooled down faster than water. Okay, so during night, what happens? The hot air which is present above the sea, the hot air which is present above the sea, that moves upward, and goes to the sky. Then it when it gets cooled down, it comes again back to the land. Okay, and the air above the land which is cool, that cold air moves toward the sea just to take place of a hot air. Okay, so this is land breeze. In land breeze, what happens? The movement of air from land to sea at night is a land breeze. I hope land breeze and sea breeze is clear to everyone now. Now let's see the water cycle. Okay, now what happens? As the sun rays are coming down, and they heat the land as well as water also. Okay, so what happens in the evaporation process? When water gets heat up, it changes its form into gaseous state, and that gaseous state goes upward to the sky. Okay, so here there is the process of evaporation. Okay, now when these gases goes upward, and they get collected in the sky, which forms cloud. Okay, now these gases, the tiny drops of water, when they get collected, they make a cloud. And when that cloud or that gas or water cools down, what happens? Then there is a rain. Then rain occurs. Okay, and here is the process of condensation. Condensation is a process in which water vapors gets cooled down and takes a form of water. Okay, now So here condensation and cloud formation is done. And when the clouds gets heavy, when these clouds gets heavy and not able to hold the water, then what happens? It starts raining. It starts raining. Okay, but what happens, how the snow falls, how snowfall happens? When these clouds move above, when these clouds move above the hilly areas, or it goes above the mountains, then what happens? The air which is present above the mountains in this area, when the air present above the mountains is very cold, as we all know that the air above the mountains is cold. So what happens? The rain or that water droplets convert their form into ice or snow. So when there is a rain above the mountains, it takes a form of snowfall, just because of cold, extremely cold weather above the mountains. Okay, so this is water cycle. And when that snow melts, when these snow particles it melts, then it takes a form of water, and which flows towards the ground and gets into the water bodies only. Okay, so this is a process of water cycle, that from water bodies what happens, when the water gets heated up, the water is that water converts its form into water vapors, and that water vapors goes upward, which makes clouds. And that clouds, when that clouds are they are not able to hold that water, then what happens? Then rain occurs. Okay, or we can say that when the clouds or the water vapors gets condensed, means that water vapors cools down and takes its form into water droplets, tiny water droplets, then it starts raining. Okay, and above the mountain areas, as there is extremely cold weather, that's why that the water droplets or the tiny droplets of water gets converted into snow or ice. And when that ice or snow melts, that again that comes down from the hilly areas or from the mountains to the ground, and then it goes to the sea or water bodies only. So this is a process of water cycle. Now rain formation, as sun heats the water from seas, oceans, lakes, rivers, or we can say the water bodies, as sun heats the water and changes its form into water vapors, then what happens? That water vapors are absorbed by the warm air, that okay. And as we all know that hot air is lighter than cold air, that's why it goes upward, and take that goes upward and higher in the atmosphere, that air cools down. Okay, and that water vapor, when that water vapor condenses into tiny droplets, and that droplets form clouds, and when that clouds gets too much heavy, that they are not able to hold water, then they starts raining. Okay, or we can say then that condensed water falls down as rain or precipitation. Okay, now there is a snowfall also. Why there is a snowfall? Just because the as the atmosphere above the hilly areas is very cold. Okay, that's why what happens when a cloud moves or goes, it moves above the hilly areas, so that that water droplets change its form into snow or ice. That's why there is a snow fall. Okay, or that's how snowfall occurs. I hope land breeze, sea breeze, water cycle and rain formation is clear to everyone now. And class, if you have any problem, then ask me.